Dude, that bird's just taking shit in my car.
Probably, dude. These birds don't care, dude. Anybody can get shit on.
I wish we could live like that.
3, 2, 1. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. Today is Sunday, August 16th, on a beautiful evening here in El Paso, Texas. This is episode number 41. Today, guys, co-host of the podcast, Misa's here with us. Say what's up, Misa.
Yo, 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 what it do?
And also, guys, for episode number 41, we have a special friend of the podcast. His name is Danny Alvarado. Danny, go ahead and say what's up to the pod, man.
What up, guys? Pleasure to be here.
Danny!
So this is Danny number 2 on the podcast.
Yeah,
so we had
second
one Danny
Danny
before. Shout out my boy Danny, Daniel Espindola. And today we are joined by a second Danny. So shout out to you for being on the podcast, man. Thank you for spending some time with us today. Guys, producer of the podcast, Lena, is still on her safari in Africa, her African safari. Yeah. She pet a lion yesterday.
Dude, I was going to ask her how she doing.
She saw a little deer get destroyed and mauled by a pack of hyenas. So
amazing.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
So she'll be back.
That's definitely an experience.
Yeah, dude.
It definitely is, man. So
it's the real world. Just take them out there.
So, Danny, like I said, welcome to the Conversing with Chris and Misa podcast. We're going to get a chance to get to know you, and our audience is going to get to know you. But before we dive deep into our podcast, we have a tradition that's unlike any other. A timeless masterpiece where we crack open our celebratory beer. So,
Cheers to you guys.
Hey, cheers.
Yeah,
What are you
cheers.
drinking over there, Danny? What are you drinking over there?
I gotta watch my calories, so.
Select.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on.
We're all buds here.
Cheers.
And then I have something to say about what our boy Danny just did. He made me very proud. All right, guys. It's gotten to the point, Misa, where we don't even have to tell our guests,
Yeah,
like,
amazing.
hey, make sure you have a beer if you want,
Amazing.
or grab a beer.
That's like 5 or 6 episodes.
I think like
in a row.
4 in a row.
Yeah,
They're
dude.
like, snap.
They want to be part of it, dude. That's one big thing. That's a good tradition, dude. I'm happy.
Dude, and I remember Blue was like, bro, don't ever stop doing that, dude.
Yeah.
Don't ever stop.
You know what's
Keep
crazy?
going.
It's like when I'm hanging out with somebody or my brother and he'll open a beer, like the first thing I think is like, dude, what?
You're like,
Somebody's listening to our shit right
who's
now.
doing a podcast?
Yeah, dude. Like, hell yeah.
All right, guys. So we're going to start off with the kicking things off segment. You realize last podcast, we just blew that segment out of the water. We didn't even do it.
But I mean, it came out good, dude. It was
Okay.
worth it.
I think
Those
it's
guys were
because
cool.
of the people we were interviewing. I was a little nervous. So, when you interview strangers, it's a little different. But so let's do our kicking things off segment. We go around the virtual Zoom meeting. We all tell a little bit new about what's going on with us. So I got something to say, and Misa's going to laugh at this, but you guys can't see this, but there's a green screen behind us, right? And if you notice in our other videos, we weren't using one, and our image would be all choppy. We'd come in and out like this. But the way we have this green screen holding up right now, you guys can't see it. Daddy, we'll show you off camera later, and that way you can laugh with us.
Dude, I'm scared for my life right now. Like, I can't even turn around.
Like, this is when you see like a Mexican car like driving on the highway and they have like a portable air conditioner and
like
stuff. Makeshift as hell.
Yeah, dude.
That's exactly what this fucking green screen is.
We use duct tape.
There's duct tape, a
there's
lamp,
an
ironing board,
an ironing board,
a dresser,
Bed sheet.
a dresser.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So that's what's new with me and us and Misa for sure. Misa, did you have anything else that's new with you?
No, man. Other than recently getting tested, I didn't think I would have had to get tested, but it was just something that my wife also wanted to do and stuff. So I was like, screw it.
Hey, COVID testing.
Through that whole COVID testing, and like I said, this past episode too, man. I knew it was gonna go up your nose, but I didn't know that shit was gonna like poke the shit out of your brain.
Impale your brain.
Dude, yeah. and like I said, dude, I drive up to this guy, roll down the window, and this guy's like, hey, hello, this is what's gonna go in, and it's like a thing like this big. And then he's like, this is how much is gonna go in there.
Did he administer it?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so before we get to Danny's thoughts on what's new with him real fast, my friend said they gave him a self-administered one. He had to do it himself.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, dude, I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd be like,
Yeah,
or
dude.
so I would throw up or something. So anyway, Danny, we'll get into more COVID talk later, but can you tell the podcast a little bit about what's new with you today?
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of things actually. I just started in a basketball league,
Hey.
the
nice.
Sunday league. It was a good game. We won. That's one thing. Another thing, I just got celebrated my 5-year anniversary with my wife last week.
Hey.
So
Shout out.
good times, good times. And lastly, I can say that I went to a wedding yesterday. That was
Oh.
really weird.
Oh, you went to a COVID wedding?
I went to a COVID wedding yesterday.
How was that, dude?
My cousin got married. He's in the Navy. So yeah, we went to support him, but it was weird, but I mean, it was nice.
You like that used to be the norm now, you know? Like,
Well,
just to think that a basic
dude, I have
wedding.
so many questions for you about this, dude. Like I have like a billion questions about how
I can tell you. We can go
get
into
down
detail.
in COVID. Number one, is there a dance floor still?
There was a dance floor. I would say maybe
3 at a time.
yes, but it was like 4 feet by 4 feet, or maybe a little more. But still, it was really small compared to any other dance floor.
Yeah.
And like for the dollar dances, like it was per table. So we had like 6 tables, which was the max. And then they had to call a table, and only 2 people can go up at once.
Oh,
shit.
wow.
Yeah.
That's just weird, bro.
Dude,
it's like,
So,
hey, we're
like you know how back then,
yeah,
Yeah,
back then it'd be like a big ass line for everybody to get their chance to dance with the bride.
exactly.
But like, it seems like they cut that shit out pretty much.
Definitely, man. We couldn't take our kids, so they
Wait.
cut that in half.
Wait, no kids at all at the
No
wedding?
kids at all.
Yeah.
There were 2 that went, but I mean that was for special reasons.
Right.
But no kids. That they told me not to even take my kiddos. So
Was it like you had to wear a mask the whole time?
yes, wearing a mask was to be in the lobby. The only time you could take it off was when you enter the reception. But even then, you still had to like use a hand sanitizer thing before you even entered.
Oh, wow.
And then
See, that
anytime
just
you
means like these people wanted to get married like really bad. To want to get married during the pandemic. I mean, congratulations to them. That's
Definitely.
all cool, you know. But for me, man, I would have just waited. You know, it's like, girl, look, if you want to marry me, then you could wait like 5 years until all this shit's over. You know, like
If you want to marry me, then we're really gonna test your commitment and
Yeah.
see if you can get through and wait through a
I'll
world
ask-
pandemic.
I'll ask you again in 10 years,
Yeah.
see if you still feel the same.
All right, another question that I have. So like, I feel like it's not like a traditional wedding vibe. Then it's kind of just like, okay, let's just do this as fast as we can and let's get out of here.
Mhm.
Is
So-
that kind of how it
So
was?
what's your question? So
Did
the
people,
question is,
Like linger around still, or was it like they got married, you guys ate dinner, and then
what it was is, I mean it was perfectly timed. So if the wedding started at 5:30, like everyone was already walking in at 5:30. You couldn't be late to this wedding, like this typical Hispanic wedding. You
yeah,
know?
no tardiness here, guys. No, that's
Exactly.
hard for the Hispanic people, but
Yeah.
none.
Mhm. We got there like maybe 5:32. So obviously there was no like people going into like kids walking with the rings, none of that. But as soon as the bride went in, that's when we snuck into the back and we had to stand up. But there's like 2 chairs, and then there were 2 chairs, and then 2 chairs. So
Did they,
very limited. I would say about 35 people were in there, probably around 50
I don't know if
to
this
more.
is a stupid question, but do they still like do the whole kiss? You may kiss the bride thing now.
Dude, that's the stupidest
Yeah.
thing you've
Okay.
ever asked.
All
I
right,
mean,
that's
if you're
dumb.
gonna be with that person, you might as well start right then and there, huh, in front of everybody.
You might as well have done it and kissed with like a face mask on, so
Yeah,
that way
wait,
you
was
can
it-
remember like, oh, this was a pandemic wedding.
Yeah. Was the bride and groom wearing a mask as well?
No, we
Oh,
were not.
I was
But every time they had to exit the like reception area, they had to put it on.
Damn, dude.
Damn,
Instead
that's
of, like,
crazy.
dude, that's crazy. Giving out vaccines
Wow.
at
So
the end of the thing.
COVID weddings, guys. So if you ever wonder what a COVID
COVID
wedding
wedding.
is like, our boy Danny is your expert on that. So
That must have been weird for you, dude. It's just
It
like,
was weird, man. Especially, you know how weddings go. You see
Yeah.
both big sides of the family, and
this
you
party.
really like cut like a fourth, maybe even more, like an eighth of the family was there.
hey, yeah, that's crazy. I'll pass on COVID weddings for now. Danny, go ahead and well, actually, before we get into who you are a little bit, you were telling us a little bit before the Zoom call that you kind of checked out a few of our podcast episodes. If you can just give us some thoughts or criticisms, what you like or don't like from our podcast.
I mean, I was gonna bring up that whole thing that I sometimes wouldn't see your tech.
Oh,
But that green screen looks good. I'll tell you that right now.
it looks
Even
a
if
lot
it's
better.
duct
Uh,
tape.
uh,
Yeah, I see the duct tape though.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I don't.
it's my little mustache right there.
Oh, that's what it was.
See right there?
Yep.
That's duct tape. It's mustache. So.
But I guess maybe a suggestions is I have heard throughout the podcast, like you do say it's like please subscribe and all that stuff. Why don't you create a button and just
Oh,
be
like
like,
put a little
yeah,
subscribe.
and just be like, we're
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, that's a
At the
good.
end of it,
That's a
yeah,
good
dude.
idea.
Fuck yeah.
We're barely like, well, I mean, not barely, but I'm starting to edit the video version a lot more because when the podcast started, it was on the audio only, so it was only on Spotify, Anchor app, Apple Podcast, and then once we realized that YouTube was a huge like little mine that we had to like start breaking into, we started uploading to YouTube. So I think out of like the 41 episodes, only like 8 of them or 7 of them are available visually on YouTube. So, yeah, dude, we're trying to improve it, like you said, because yeah, like Misa was like, dude, I hate that I like keep coming in and out. But you see, like
That's cool that you brought it up.
that's
today,
cool that you
'cause
brought it up today because we literally fixed the problem or
But
applied a
It's
band-aid.
still it's still in progress. I
Duct
don't
tape
even
Band-Aid.
look at it. I don't even want to look at it. It's like,
Yeah, dude, and like fair warning for everybody, guys, this green screen might come down at any second. And if it does, you're gonna be like, oh, so
dude, I'm
that's
just
really
scared
what
about
it
that part right there. That very sharp that's looking at me, dude.
that sharp piece of glass from a
Yeah.
broken fan that's holding it up.
Dude, oh my-
Okay, so anyways,
well,
guys.
thank you, Danny. Thank you for that feedback, dude. We
Yeah.
really appreciate people like you that actually gives us like good ideas, good feedback. We love any feedback, but genuine feedback like that really helps us out because I'm kind of tired of people telling me that we're doing badass, which we are, and I appreciate that. But
Yeah,
okay, well then tell me what if something could be fixed. Let us know.
definitely.
There's always room for improvement,
Yeah,
man. So,
definitely.
Danny, so for the audience who does not know you, for the people who do not know who you are, can you kind of just introduce yourself and a little bit about like what you do and who you are as a person?
Yeah. Well, I'm 29 years old, almost 30 and thriving. Not quite there yet,
Hey,
but
30.
I got two kiddos. I worked almost in any industry that has to do with customer service.
Hey.
So I've worked in a restaurant, hotel, Cinemark place, and now I'm in the logistics and trucking customer service. So
oh,
now I'm behind a computer. I like it.
Yeah.
To deal with
especially
people
during this whole
face-to-face.
COVID
Pretty
stuff,
nice.
dude.
Oh man, well, that's the thing. Like work never stops for me.
Hey,
Yeah.
shout out.
But I
So,
mean, at least you don't have like customers in your face,
absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
100%.
That's what's up, dude. Are you like me and Misa? Are you El Paso born and raised?
Born and raised. I actually lived. I don't even know what do you call it. Northeast of Vinton, which was
Oh, wow.
Westway.
Oh, so
It was
he
literally just
lived
across the
by the
street from
freeway.
I-10.
Yeah. So
That's where I grew up.
you were in the what is it? The makeshift like town of Ciudad Juarez in a way, right? Is it?
Yeah, it was like someone that like escaped immigration and started it there.
like a little community out there.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Okay, I know where that is, dude. We all grew up here on the west side, so that's what's up. El Paso born and raised. Shout out 915.
Yeah, Chico
Uh,
Town.
El Paso all day, every day. So, but yeah, dude. So you said you got 2 kids. What are their ages?
I got a 6-year-old. He was born on St. Patty's Day.
Hey.
So that's
Oh.
gonna give me trouble, guys.
Hold
dude,
on.
Hey.
What's
Trouble.
your son's name?
His name's Aiden.
Okay, so
Aiden
Aiden
Daniel.
is gonna turn the up. Why did I do myself? He's gonna turn the fuck up
Bleep.
I know.
on his fucking birthday when he's like it's like 16 or 17.
Just better invite me.
He's going
That's what I'm
fucking hard. He's like, yo, I want to show up, dude. It'd be cool.
See, the thing that Danny is probably worried about is the way he's gonna do it. Danny just wants to make sure he does it right.
Yeah,
saying.
that's true.
He does better than me,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay, so you have Aiden as one of your kids. See, your oldest, 6 years old. You
He's
said.
my oldest, and then I got a little girl, 3 years old. Wrapped me around her finger, man.
Hey, that's what's up, dude. I am actually childless. Misa's got 2 kids. He's got a girl and a boy. So shout out to you guys for that. A round of applause.
The dads and the dad bods.
yes, hell yes, dude.
I don't have any kids. I do have 2 nephews. Misa met one of them
Yeah.
yesterday, so it's kind of cool. I do like, even though I don't have kids, I can kind of feel like a vibe with me and him, like kind of where like I feel like I kind of am responsible for teaching this kid a little bit of things and like making sure that like I can make his world a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Definitely, man.
shout out to all the parents out there. Shout out to
Yeah,
Misa's
yeah.
wife. Shout out to your wife or girlfriend. I don't know if you're married, but
My
shout out.
wife, 5 years, bro.
Oh yeah, we
Years, like,
talked about
come
this.
on.
I always do that. I always do that. Something we talked about it. I'm like,
It's all good.
okay, dude. So today's literally the very first day I've ever met you in my life. So nice to meet you. But you've known Misa for a while, so I guess can you guys get into that? Tell us a little bit about how you met.
Dude, you know what?
After you.
I've been thinking the past couple of days of like exactly how we met,
How, bro?
and I can't really remember, but I know for a fact that we met through Josh Center, and I think the earliest memory that I have of actually meeting you,
Maybe at his house.
it was at whose house? To
And
Sean's
maybe
house?
at Josh's house.
Shout
That's where I was.
Yeah, shout out to our boy Josh Center, by the way. Go check out his episode if you guys haven't. It's on YouTube all over the place. And shout out to his mom for checking out our live stream.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
fucking dope.
Yeah, that was dope. I love her. But yeah, I just remember I met you and also Dominique, who's just won a giveaway.
Dude, we need to
Something
give
like
her
that.
her fucking gift
Yeah,
card.
she
We still
called me
haven't-
about it. But she pisses me off sometimes. You know?
I know, but we still gotta get.
She sends me a text like, "Hey, what's up, Phil?" I was like, "Yo, what?" But anyways, yeah. So that's how I met him. But the thing is, with Danny, I remember meeting him as Bean.
Bean.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I was like, Bean, why Bean? You know, like. But yeah, that's where it started, you know. And then like maybe like a couple of years later or a year later, I moved into with Omar and stuff, and that's when we started hanging out a lot more.
So why did they call you Bean?
Bean. That started with one of my crazy friends that looks exactly like Steve-O. His name's Jake. And
Oh, Jake, dude, I
Remember
forgot
Jake?
about Jake.
yeah, me and him were roommates. Literally roommates. Like we had 3-bedroom apartment, but he lived in my room.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So
Yeah,
yeah,
we're-
it's like the true definition of roommates.
Bunk bed,
Yeah.
mate.
Okay.
no, he slept on the floor, no bunk beds.
Okay.
Just kidding. But anyways, yeah, he was from Florida, Sarasota, and like we became friends just because we would do crazy things together. And there was one drunk night, he's all like, "Dude, Bean." It's like, bro, that's perfect. I'm gonna call you that from now on. And he would introduce me that way to everybody.
That's
So-
how I met him, dude. I actually didn't know that it was his name, Danny, for a while. And I just thought, like, why are they calling him Bean? Like, are they just trying to say it's like super Mexican, dude? Or like,
I was the one that spoke the best Spanish. That's
probably.
probably what it was.
Bro, I did not even think about to like reference it like that. Like, damn, this
That's the
guy's
first
a
thing
beaner.
That's the
Like-
first thing I thought. It's like double beaner, you know, like double beans. It's like beans on beans, or like beans, cheese, and then beans again.
In a burrito.
In a burrito, yeah.
Yeah. That's such a savage way to look at it. Fucking inner beater.
But,
I worked it. So
Yeah.
put it to my advantage. No racial kind of thing, but
Hey,
I
well,
made it my
if it
name.
makes you feel a little bit better. They used to call me cat poop back in the day.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Call
They
me
used to call
Church.
me- There's another nickname
Church
I
of
had in
years.
high school.
I like the church
I had one,
nickname.
Chingon.
Chingon.
They called you Chingon?
They call me Chingon. It was 2 guys that just started it off, and just because I transferred from Franklin to Canotillo, and I joined the basketball team, and I guess
That's
they
good.
were seeing that my height, grabbed the rim with 2 hands, so that's when they were calling
Yeah,
me Chingon.
we'll talk about it. We'll talk some basketball a little later, but I gotta say, man, Blue and Danny here are probably like the best basketball players that I know of.
Hey.
You know, like really, really good players. And I'm not just saying this because they're friends. Like, I'll tell you straight up if you suck ass.
Yeah.
Like Chris, I think you suck.
Nah,
Okay,
dude.
maybe, I don't know.
Nah, you just haven't seen. But
Yeah.
anyway, how tall are you, dude?
I'm 6 foot.
Okay, so that's okay. He's not
It's
that
like
tall.
maybe
Matt
like an
Rivera's
inch
a
shorter
lot
than
taller,
like
yeah.
Tony Parker,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
Mhm.
Spurs, by the way, hell yeah. I mean,
I was proud of them, man.
yeah,
I was
me
proud
too.
of them, even though they didn't make it, but I think that's later, right?
So
We'll talk about that.
yeah, we'll get into that. But real fast, like that's your NBA team.
San Antonio Spurs, live or die, man.
Okay.
100%.
I was a huge Spurs fan until so real fast, like I take credit for discovering Steph Curry within my inner circle in life. And like the people around me will literally tell you that I had pictures of fucking Steph Curry on my MySpace page when he was playing at Davidson. Like I knew this guy was going to be the shit, dude. I knew it. Like I saw him play against Duke one day, like a fucking Monday night game, like on ESPN, Duke versus Davidson in Duke, Cameron Indoor. So it's fucking lit. You know what I mean? This guy, dude, goes off for like 26, like fucking 4 threes, 5 threes, and was just fucking working Duke. And when somebody works Duke single-handedly by themselves like that, that's when you're like,
but even when he went into the NBA, it's not like he blew up right away, huh?
No, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't blow up right away. He's always had ankle problems, ankle injuries. So through college and then into his early career in the NBA. And so what I was getting to is I used to be a Spurs fan, but once he got drafted by the Warriors, I started watching and liking the Warriors. And Monte Ellis was there at the time. Dude, Monte Ellis was there at the time. He was the point guard. And fucking him and Curry could not like get it together. And so they eventually got his ass out, Monte Ellis. And then once Curry was there and they established him as the point guard, like, dude, that team took off. And that's the reason I like the Warriors.
You called Thompson. Yo.
Well, that's the other thing about the Warriors. Those 3 guys were all in the same draft.
Yeah, dude.
They got Curry, Thompson, and Draymond in the second round, bro.
Yep.
Like, what a fucking draft like selection for your team, dude. You hit 3, like, arguably 3 Hall of Famers.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, in one draft, dude. That is fucking badass.
Somebody give that guy a ring.
So, yeah. Anyways, guys. So, I asked Josh Center this, dude, because he's one of Misa's longest friends. I've known Misa for a long time, but we haven't actually like hung out a lot. Like now with the podcast, we do more, but it's not like I'm like you guys are more of his friends than I am his friend, you know? So I try to ask you guys, like, can you give me like an embarrassing story or moment with this guy? Put him on blast.
Too many, dude.
Oh, well, I won't put him on blast, but you remember this game we used to play, bro, where it was like you would ask a question.
Oh, dude.
You would say mine or something. What was it?
You said it already. That's 10 push-ups right there.
Yeah, I would do 10 push-ups right now. That was our thing, man.
All right, so hold on. I didn't get that. What it was?
Okay, so
let him explain. He created the game.
Actually, it's one of my uncles when I was very young created this game, and this game was called the Game of Life, or the Game for Life, because literally, even to this day, Omar gets me all the time and shit. But the whole thing is like you can't say one word ever. It doesn't matter. The word is I'll spell it out. MINE.
Mine.
Yes.
Yeah, so
if you can't say that, somebody asks you, hey, whose is that? And if you say it, it doesn't matter where you're at. We've stopped on the fucking freeway to pull over for somebody to do 10 push-ups.
Okay, so if you told me my name or my word was fucking napkin or some shit, right?
No, right, but for everybody, it's the same word.
Oh, it's the same word across the board. Okay.
Across the board.
So if I'm together with you and I'm like,
no, well, it doesn't count. It only counts if you're in the game and you ask me the question.
Okay. Well, all right. I get it now.
But kind of. regardless,
ask you one question.
No matter where you were.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would have to ask you, like, whose paper towels are those?
Or whose beer is this?
Or whose beer is this? And then if we're in the game, let's just say we're in the game.
Right.
And if you guys say, well, that's mine.
Right.
Then I have to drop and do 10 push-ups.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Daddy's like, drop down right now.
Yeah, dude. And I'm telling you, we fucking did this shit everywhere all the time. Like I even till now, I don't really even say the word at all. Like I'll say it in Spanish. It's just, esa madre es mía, or something, you know, like it's like that belongs to me.
Using
like,
a second language to get it.
Yeah, dude. And we got serious about this shit, dude. Like I've gotten Dom over the phone. She's the only person I've gotten through text, you know, and that shit was hilarious.
So would you guys do this like at a party? Like you guys are playing beer pong or something, and then somebody's like, "Who's up next?" or "Whose turn is it?" And you're like,
"Who's
mine?"
Yeah, dude. And you know what? One of the best times I ever caught somebody was with Omar. But Omar got me, dude, and it was during a beer pong game. You know, you're really into this fucking game, and then Omar said something, and I said the fucking word. And everybody's like, oh!
He was probably like, who threw this or whose ball is this?
And then I was all like, fuck. And I was like, wait, I was like, wait, no. I was like, yeah. And then I asked Omar, well, what did I say? And then Omar ended up saying it. So then I was like, ah! So then we both started doing push-ups together. But that's funny, dude. Even till now, bro, they try and get me and fuck no.
All right, dude. So I know we're gonna talk a little bit about NBA in a little, but I wanted to just ask you, like, who would you say, like, because you're playing in this rec league, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what would be like your preferred position if you could play any position on the basketball court?
I'm usually a shooting guard, but since I'm pretty quick, I bring up the ball
Yeah,
and,
you
and
usually
create
handle the
stuff.
point.
Yeah, I mean, with this team, I mean, it's crazy because since it was our first game, we expected like people that we didn't know, but it was literally just two guys and the three guys that I brought with me. So we only had 5 players. We played the entire game, and I'm out of shape. Everyone's out of shape, and yeah, it was weird also because you got to shoot with the gun with the temperature at the door. You have to be wearing your mask right then and there, and then once you start playing, that's when you can take it off.
Wow,
Oh, shit.
And then they sanitize the ball after every game. And what else was there? Oh, and you can't stay to watch anyone else play. Once your game is done, you gotta go.
Okay, so where's this for the people in El Paso that like to play ball or that would ever be interested in getting into a league? Where is this league at?
This is at the Dream Arena.
That's downtown, right?
Yeah, well, I would say it's more closer to the east side. It's
Oh,
down Hawkins.
okay, that's a different place. So I've never been there.
Yeah, there's a Delta Center. That's probably where you're thinking of.
Yeah, and I'm like thinking like I don't think the city recs are holding those because I knew that's where you used to play, right?
Yeah, well, I was in different leagues. I played in some Santa Teresa ones. I've played in Delta and.
You've been doing this for a while. I mean, since I could remember, you'd been playing on leagues
Still
and shit.
playing, man. Playing on 2 knee surgeries, so sometimes I get hurt. But next week I'll put on a knee brace, even if I'm all swollen. I'll play.
Hey, what's your number, dude? What's the number of choice?
22, always.
2.
Hey,
My birthday number.
I like that number. That's a good number, dude. I like the number 2, and then I like the number 22.
Like, you like Kawhi Leonard then, bro? That's why.
Like, you know, when have you guys ever played like FIFA, Madden, 2K, and you create your own player and you give them a number?
Mine was always number 5 or 23.
Like in football, like if it was like a running back or someone I was creating, I was always number 22. If it was in basketball or soccer, number 2 all the time. I swear to God, I'm not even lying about that.
Well, Kawhi Leonard.
You know what I mean? That was just like my fucking number. I don't know why I fucking like it so much, but it was cool, dude. So what's your if you had to say like the one like theme that keeps you coming back to basketball over and over despite injuries, like what is it about the game that you love so much?
Just passionate about it, man. Like I love I see it as an art more than what people go to like exercise and stuff like that. Like I'll watch games, I'll break down passes, I'll see how they do the pick and rolls. Like I know where these guys are gonna shoot open shots. That's where 2K is actually pretty cool too, because they kind of developed this game to actually play like that.
Yeah,
so,
2K will help you like understand basketball a little bit better. I know people think it's stupid for me to say because it's a video game, but I've never played like on a basketball team before. But I remember like when I was in high school, I would play a fuckload of 2K and I would play with guys who played basketball. So they would explain like, oh, cut or roll or set a pick here or whatever. Like watch this guy. You know what I mean? So it kind of did help you like understand the game better.
Out. Oh, wait,
you know what I mean?
Football.
So it's dope. I mean, I really fucking like it. I fuck with basketball too. So, Misa.
Yeah.
We have this new segment we've been doing. I think we're going to scrap that music segment, dude.
I don't know. I think we should bring it back every now and then.
Okay. We've been doing a music segment and it's been like hit or miss, but this other segment we've been doing this, it's called Thoughts from the Shower. And we do it with our boy Misa. It's been pretty funny. I like it. I laugh all the time. So, are you ready for that segment, Misa?
Yeah, dude, I'm dirty as fuck. I need to take a shower.
Danny, are you ready for this?
Let's go.
All right, guys. So we're gonna do. We'll take a break after this, but we're gonna do what's called Thoughts from the Shower segment with Misa.
Turn this water on real quick. Damn. Hey. If you drop soap on the floor, is the floor clean? Or is the soap dirty? Hey, I've always wondered. If Cinderella's shoe perfectly, where did it fall off? That bitch. Hey, bro. Who put the alphabet in alphabetical order?
All right, so Danny, I have to ask you this. So,
Yeah.
Nisa just gave these ridiculous thoughts from the shower. One of them was, if you drop soap on the floor, is the floor clean or is the soap dirty? The other one was, fucking. Hold on, dude, I can't remember. What was the second one?
I forgot too.
The third one was, fuck, I forgot
The second one was a Cinderella shit.
Yeah.
Cinderella's shoe fits perfect. Why does it fall off? And then the last one was that one made me
the
laugh.
alphabet.
Oh, okay.
Who
Put the fucking alphabet
in
in alphabetical
order.
motherfucking order? Okay. So out of those three, which one do you want to tackle first?
I don't know, man. I feel like Prince Charming got trapped. What do you guys think?
Oh, you know what I think now? I think that chick planned that shit.
You think Cinderella?
She ran out and she's all like, look, I'm going to throw my shoe out because there's no way somebody in this town has the same exact shoe size as me. So he's going to come look for me.
Oh, so you think Cinderella plotted this?
Yeah, dude. Definitely.
She was on a time frame.
It's a prince, dog.
Was she fucking
Gold, digger.
Was she chasing the bag? She was chasing the bag, huh? Oh my god! Hey, just so you guys know, like, I can like it's cool. Like, if Cinderella wants to chase a bag, I get it now.
That's fine.
The world makes sense. Chasing bag.
What are they teaching? What are they teaching though?
Exactly.
It's making me want to go back to them old school Disney movies.
Walt
like,
Disney.
actually,
What are you guys fucking doing? Well, you guys taught the girls to chase the bags. Okay, that's what you guys did.
Dude, no wonder.
But I like Disney movies.
Yeah,
me
I fuck
too,
with
yeah.
Disney.
But I was thinking, no wonder every time you go down Cincinnati, eventually you'll find like somebody's high heels just like on the floor, and it's like, dude, somebody's looking for somebody. You know, like this bitch.
Okay, so the other one we wanted to tackle was, if the soap hits the floor, is the soap dirty or is the floor clean?
Yeah.
Which one?
Maybe both.
I think you should probably use that soap to scrub the floor to make sure it's clean, and then pick it up and like wash your hands.
Yeah, but see, when you're scrubbing the floor with the soap, does the soap get dirty, or does how does that happen? How?
No, I think that the soap comes off right once you use it, so it's like new.
I feel like
hold on, Danny. Let me write this down.
Yeah,
You're making sense right now.
Yeah, dude, write this down because you're boggling my mind. But yeah, grab that napkin. I feel like if you drop the soap on the floor, I don't think the soap is dirty, and I don't think the floor is clean. I think it just happens, and it's just like. Pff.
Yeah, but let's say the floor was dirty.
Then I guess the soap would be dirty, but I don't think the floor would now be clean because you dropped soap on it. Like Danny said, you'd have to give it some labor, scrub it out.
So. All right, well, myth busted. We'll never know, I guess until we try it.
All right, what was the last one, Misa?
The alphabetical order thing.
Dude, this is the best one.
And you know what that makes me?
That's why I saved it for last.
Maybe it was just like by chance. Like maybe this guy had all these letters in front of him, and he's all like, "Well, fuck it, this one could go first, and then this one could go second." I mean, we could have started off with like X, B, C, D. You know, like
when algebra wouldn't work.
Just kidding. J K L M N O P S T R S W X Y A Z B. It's a hit, dude. That was good.
Hey, speaking of the alphabet, do you guys know your alphabetical shit like backwards?
That's my worst fear in life, to get pulled over by a cop and he says I've been drinking.
Oh, you got
Is that even real?
Well, dude, and then he's thinking like your sobriety is based on the fact that can you recite your alphabet backwards?
Yeah, it's stupid.
I can't fucking do that.
Yeah.
I'll be sober as shit and I'd be like,
I dropped out.
I'd be like, fuck. Wait, does it end in Z? Okay, Z, Y,
X,
and then I think there's a W
Y.
or the U's first, and then V or T, and then S U V.
I'd be fucked. I'd be in jail.
Yeah, I would go to jail,
Yeah,
dude. That's what I'm saying.
No,
I'm like, how can you base that on this?
legally, all you gotta say is I can't do that.
I don't-
So like, not that many people can do that.
Yeah, but I think still here in Texas, since they're so fucking crazy, and you refuse, they'll be like, hands behind your back, asshole. We're drawing blood.
It's like you could tell them, it's like, I'll demonstrate a different way, and then like do that cowboy dance.
Yeah.
You remember? You remember that video, right?
Dude, that's the best video ever, dude. I love that shit.
And then
He's like, you dance really well. He's like, no, I'm just drunk. And he's like, ah!
Oh.
got him.
Got him.
All right, so those are our fucking thoughts in the shower with Misa.
Can I say one?
Yeah, dude, go ahead.
Yeah. So
No,
I'll say
dude,
one.
the first, do it.
Like, you can't spell quarantine without URAQT. But what's up?
Wow.
Hey.
That's a good one. I was also thinking another one. Like, have you guys seen that one meme where the dude's all like high as shit, and then he's like, I can't remember what it is. That's why I didn't want to say it. But he's like, if you buy an Apple car, does it still have windows?
Oh, Jesus. Probably not.
Right? I don't know. I don't.
It's touch. It's just you have to push the little hole button to open your car. It's
And then the car won't even, like, it'll just be like,
gonna be your thumbprint.
it just opens somehow. That shit would be crazy. All right, guys. So we are at the 35-minute mark. This is episode 41, Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast featuring our boy Danny Alvarado. Make sure to go check us out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Make sure to hit the motherfucking subscribe button.
Right here.
And also, yeah, somewhere in here, somewhere, maybe over here, maybe over there, maybe over here, somewhere. We're working on that. And also on Apple Podcasts, if you can leave us a rating and a review. What that does for us, guys, is it gets us like on the trending charts. So more people will see our podcast and different people will listen.
Yep.
So if you guys can do that, that will really help us a lot. But we're going to take a break and we'll be back with episode number 41. So let's take this break and we'll get back into it. All right, guys, we are back from our break. This is episode number 41 featuring our boy Danny Alvarado. Thanks again for being on the podcast, man. Shout out to you. How are you feeling the vibe today?
Good combos.
Yeah, that first half went pretty fast. So before we get into the podcast, guys, make sure check us out at Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You guys already know where to find us, and also show your friends, show your family, show people you know. So in the second half of the podcast, we're going to do some of our normal segments, but we're also going to talk a little bit about some NBA since our boy Danny here likes to hoop. We're going to just talk some hoops in general. We're not going to like get into like breaking down like these current games, but we'll just talk a little bit about like who's your favorite player, things like that. So we mentioned earlier you're a Spurs fan. I was a big Spurs fan. Like I said, we explained the whole Golden State thing. Huge fan of Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, David Robinson, Pop. Pop as an individual is a badass fucking coach, and he's like straight up, and he like literally will like side with the players on like the whole racial injustice thing and speaks out for him. So Pop is a badass. Really love him. So yeah, who do you like as a player? Who's your favorite player?
Well, my favorite player is actually not with the Spurs right now, but it was Kawhi Leonard.
Hey.
I mean, everything started off with Tim Duncan. Like, I started watching the Spurs when they first won a championship with Tim Duncan in 1999 with the Admiral. And that was the last time they played together, but got a championship. So
I could call them the Twin Towers. What's his name? Robinson? Or is that his name?
The Wallaces, maybe?
Those were the Twin Towers, Rasheed and Ben Wallace.
Ben Wallace.
But yeah, Mr. Fundamental was Tim Duncan.
Definitely.
They had
he actually, there's a crazy stat on him that I just recently saw. There was the percentage on his bank shots. No one comes even close to that, bro. It's a crazy statistic. I wish I could look it up and just tell you guys, but I don't want to take time from that. But it's a crazy statistic, man.
He did a lot of those, and he's just
100%. And they're always money.
Yeah. Automatic, bam.
Even on the Sunday, the bank was always open for Mr. Tony Duncan, bro. That shit was open all the fucking time.
Yep.
You know, when it comes with like the Spurs and stuff, like I became a fan because of my stepdad, and that was like around 8-9 years old. And, you know, that's around that time, 98, 99. So Tim Duncan, you know, was a rookie and stuff. But I remember to this day how I just liked how before the game started, Tim Duncan just grabs the ball.
So like that. Definitely, bro.
And dude, you know what? I picked that shit up too. You know, once I started playing ball, it's just like for fucks, I was like, man, dude, make me like Duncan. You know?
That guy's in the Hall of Fame now, man, and he's doing commercials on doom buggies and stuff. So he's living his best life
Love it, dude.
right now. Even Tony Parker's like, I like this place. I don't know if you guys ever seen that Spurs commercial. It's pretty hilarious. But going back to my favorite player, man, it's Kawhi Leonard, 100%. Even right now, he's still my favorite player because I believe that he's the best two-way player in the world.
Hey.
Or actually in the game right now. Even though Paul George, he's like right there to being a defensive player and offensive player too. But
Bro, I think, and like, I don't know, this might just be me, but I think people low key, they still sleep on Durant, bro. He's a fucking animal.
he's a baller, bro.
Like, and
100%.
because of his size, like just his size alone and what he does, like offensively, defensively, like he's a fucking beast. I think he, to me, is the best all around player in the world right now, over LeBron, over anyone else. And like, because you know how he's been out for, like, he tore his ACL or his Achilles in the finals. I think, dude, this whole time he's gonna be rehabbing, especially with COVID. He's gonna come back like a man.
He was actually able to play, man. He was able to play if he wanted to in this bubble, but he said that he wasn't, which is smart for him.
Yeah, smart.
Yeah.
So like all this
I
extra
didn't even know
time,
that. I didn't know
dude.
he was ready to go.
Yeah, dude, all this extra time that he's had, once he comes back next year, like he's gonna be on a fucking mission. And you saw what he did,
Irving, bro.
dude. Yeah, dude. Like, and what he did with the Warriors, like he like took that team and he's like, this is my fucking team, even with all those guys that are on it. Like he took fucking control of that team, bro. He's a fucking beast.
So you would
And
go,
that's just the way Curry is too, though. When the way Curry played with Durant, they made him like more of a threat because there's 2 3-point shooters on two sides, and then they're like, okay, let's just.
And then
if they don't guard us, well, here's Durant. How do you stop that?
Yeah, if for anybody who doesn't watch a lot of basketball or hasn't seen KD play with the Warriors, just go look up some of his best plays, like as a Warrior, and like his highlights. Like he's pulling up for three on LeBron, like he's fucking slamming on guys, like dude, that team allowed him to be like the best version of himself. You know
what's so crazy is the fact that like KD was with OKC when Harden was there and Westbrook, dude. Like,
yeah, they had the original trio. They just didn't know.
Damn,
they had it, man, but they kept getting kicked out in the first round. The only thing now that I like is now Westbrook and Chris Paul are coming up in that bubble matchup, so that's gonna be a good one to watch.
But I also think they kind of were so young as players that they kind of needed to like get away and grow individually. You know what I mean? Because they all at that time, when you're that age, you're like young, 20, 21, 22, and you're in the league and you're playing with two other kids that are the same age as you. And it's a competition. You're like, dude, I'm fucking better than these guys.
But it's not just that, but it's like, as you've seen throughout the years, these guys are franchise players. You know, it's hard to have three.
They win.
Yeah,
you know?
And that's kind of what I'm saying. They know their worth, so they're like, bro, I can go to any team and fucking do my shit here. Like, I don't need these guys. You know what I mean? Because you know they have those nights where KD's going off, and then fucking there's Harden or Russell ball hogging, and like they lose at the last minute. Like, you know, KD in those moments was like, bro, I can do this anywhere. I don't need these fuckers. And they all had those thoughts. Russell had the thought.
That's why Harden left right away.
Yeah, Harden was like, bro, I can go ball up anywhere, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And
I still don't like his step back, though, bro.
Dude,
Dude,
that's a travel. That's a fucking travel.
Dude,
that's all I gotta say.
He's figured it out to the point where like he's so deadly with that shit, bro. I don't like I don't like his style of play.
I'll give you a moment. Yeah, Curry, you like Curry. Curry one time did the same move that Harden did, and he put up the number. You remember? He was like 1-3. He was like, guys, I was like, come on.
Well, there's also another one where he did it, and they called a travel on him, and he's like, I just did what this guy fucking did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and they're like, no. But like, it's the way that Harden plays, dude. Like his ability to get to the rim, his ability to get fouled.
But he's a shitty defensive player for sure. Probably one of the worst that I've seen.
There's some good stops that he's done, but
he's getting
doesn't put no effort sometimes.
There's like clips on YouTube where you would see him like
just
chilling, and then his guy would do like a backdoor cut and go to the base, like to the corner,
and
he's just there like, and then they'll score the three, and he throws up his hands like yo, who had him?
Hey,
like,
what nobody tell me? Hey, but quick question, Danny.
Hilarious.
What do you think is gonna take it this year?
I don't know, man.
That's a hard question.
I don't want to say the Lakers are gonna take it. everyone favors them absolutely, but I don't know, man. If
In
I
my
had to
opinion,
choose,
it'd be like Lakers or Clippers, one of those two teams. I think they have, if anything, right now, I think it'd be a little bit more of the Clippers than the Lakers.
everyone wants to see the LA matchup. If they think that NBA is fixed, they'll make that happen,
Oh yeah,
100%. So I would have to say it has. I'm gonna go for the Clippers. Obviously, Leonard's on there, but the Lakers have not been playing good.
Yep.
AD hasn't been playing good.
What about the Bucks?
So,
What do you think about the Milwaukee Bucks, dude? I mean, the
Milwaukee
Mavericks
Bucks
are
need
still
to.
in, dude, and the Mavericks are doing good, man.
Mavericks are my team that I would want them to win. I'm all about Luca.
Luca, dude.
That kid is special, man. Triple double, youngest player to have like that many amount of triple doubles. He's gonna catch up to Westbrook, guarantee it. But I don't know. Yeah, I would have to probably go for the Clippers in the whole thing.
What about you, Chris?
Dude, I think that's too hard of a question to answer. I mean, like the whole COVID thing kind of like makes the season like a one-off where it's like
100%.
this is so different, dude. Like this is like them playing these games at rec centers.
Right.
In closed doors, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's so much different from when they're there in an arena full of like thousands of people. Like I feel
Yeah,
it's
agree.
almost like the guys who get hot and like they start feeling it and like you're in that fucking type of pickup game because that's kind of what it feels like almost.
It's an energy, man.
It's a different
that
energy.
crowd
So
energy.
that's why you see like different guys now that are going off in the fucking bubble. Like you're like, who the fuck is that? Like Dame Lillard, he dropped 60.
Lillard, bro.
He's dropped
deserves
high
that
amounts.
MVP.
Yeah, he's dropped high amounts before, but like I'm saying, like in a game like that where this guy's feeling it and he's getting hot, I feel like when you're playing like the Portland Blazers, Trailblazers against the Warriors, and you're playing in fucking San Francisco where they play now, like the energy of the crowd is going to suppress like what Lillard's doing. You know what I mean? You take that away now, you're just in a fucking wreck at a gym. Like he's like, dude, I'm balling all night. Like I'm on fire today.
It's talent, man. That's the thing. This bubble has just brought out talent.
Yeah.
You saw it in the Suns. Book, dude, I give props to that man so
Book
much.
was on a spree, bro.
Different level, man. Different level. Who would be talking about Phoenix
Yeah.
until this guy showed up, man?
And I kind of feel like that kind of almost proves my point in a way because he plays in a shitty market in Phoenix. They never have probably.
Draymond Green got fined for that. Did you hear that?
Well, yeah, but it's true. He's not saying anything that's true, or that's not true, and then like their crowd environment probably isn't ever good, really, for home games. So like,
wait, what did he say?
Draymond said that he needs to
get my man out of Phoenix. That's what he said. So like, dude, Book is such a baller, but get my man out of Phoenix. And you're not supposed to say that because you're like on live feed, you're on ESPN. You're not supposed to encourage anything for them to go to another team. Man.
Well, not only that, like you're fucking taking a shot at the organization and the brand and the city of Phoenix and everything. But
what the hell's up with NBA?
Yeah, dude. But yeah, that shit's crazy.
It's business, bro. That's literally what it is. Just business of entertainment.
Yeah, the bubble's been cool. It's cool to see like all the like I said.
You know who I'm very impressed by, dude? That I thought was such a shitty player was Kuzma.
That game-winning three. Dude, he's been in and out.
He's okay still, dude. He's not like
people are talking now. Like, can they have like the big three now?
No,
including him.
No.
With
he hasn't shown that in these last games though.
Nope, no way, dude. But if you watch that Kyle Kuzma three to win the game, if you look when you see LeBron shoot to the others,
already like this.
Well, fucking like all the Nuggets go that way, like all of them, literally all of them. And then Kuzma just like happens to be like wide open. Like LeBron created that for him. So.
Absolutely.
You know what? Like when it comes to the Lakers, dude, I actually like the Lakers mostly only because of Danny Green.
True.
Being from the Spurs,
he was
dude.
with
like
the Spurs for so
the
long.
thing is like he was he'd come over to El Paso a lot. He had a lot of interviews there.
He had a camp here at High Ridge Rec.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
so that
camp.
For me was a lot of respect, regardless.
Dude, definitely.
Okay.
I still follow that guy, definitely.
All right, dude. So we have a question to ask you. Do you think I could beat Misa in a game of 21?
How long has it been since either of you guys played?
I actually went to go play ball,
I haven't played in a very long time.
I played a full game maybe like a month ago.
But I used
For
to
that.
fucking hoop, dude. I used to play like a lot. Like I'm not kidding. Like
I mean,
a lot,
that's the memories
a
that I have of Chris in middle school. It's just playing basketball. But I mean, that's the last time we ever really hung out until with this podcast started.
Mhm.
So, but even then, I still get, we've had several podcasts with some of his friends are like, dude, this guy was a baller.
I'm telling you, dude. I'm not just saying it for no reason. Like I could hold my own. You know what I mean? I would
Yeah,
go
dude.
to High Ridge Rec like religiously every single fucking day and be there for.
Then how come you don't recognize me?
I feel like we're the same age, and I feel like we were probably there at the same time, dude. Like
Could be.
I'm not even kidding. I was a lot skinnier back then. I would look way different, but yeah, like we all looked way different. That was like 10 fucking years ago.
Danny looks
More
the same,
than
dude.
that.
No, Danny looks the same.
You know what I mean? I probably ran a pickup game with you at one point,
Probably.
dude. You just
Could
have
be.
no idea because I didn't know you, But
Yeah.
I would always play with people.
See, and I
like,
was doing the same thing, but I was playing right down the street right here on Montoya.
at the
on
park.
Colks Park.
Yep, I know where that's at.
And I remember, going with Danny a few times, and that's when I remember the first few times that I went with this guy, and I knew he played, but I didn't know he was that good, dude. Like for his size, dude, this guy played like a 6'5" dude, like just hops,
It's important.
speed, like I was just glad.
Gotta play that way, man. That's the only way you're gonna improve yourself is that you gotta pretend you're 6'5", or you gotta pretend that every shot is gonna
It
go
sucks,
in.
but
It's just
dude,
that confidence,
that sucks
dude.
because I've thought like that, like like a breakaway and shit.
He thinks he's 6'5", goes to slam it.
Yeah, dude, and then bam, fucking.
And it's just gets caught on the rim, huh?
So, you gotta answer the question: who would win? Me or
I think
Misa?
it would be like
I think I have to play both of you guys in 21, and then I'll determine that.
Hey, that's a good deal, dude. We gotta go, dude. It'll be two of us against Danny, just to
Let's do
make
it.
it fair.
But I guess to answer your question, were you a shooter?
Yes, sir.
Or you were a shooter? Misa is more of the aggressive guy to go in. So it depends how good your shot is, and if it's been a while.
Those guys up, bro.
You
Trust
eat 'em up.
me,
How's
trust
your
But
me.
if
defense?
it's been a while,
on
you
the
still have
I think
obviously you shoot.
The defense is probably the fucking part I'm worried about the most because I'm not that quick anymore.
This guy runs in circles, man.
But I could still
So
get
watch out.
shots. You know what I mean?
do.
Like,
He's
I didn't know.
fast.
dude, all I have to do is take probably like 10 warm-up shots and then like see one go through the net, and it's kind of just gonna come back.
Look,
And
it's gonna come down to this, dude. Chris is gonna be probably the first guy I ever dunk on.
That's not gonna happen. I will fucking kick you in the balls. I'll kick you in the balls before you fucking
Teabag
dunk
him on
me.
the way up there. And shit.
Man, is anyone wearing a mascot suit using that trampoline you're using? Flip.
It'd be Danny like on fours.
It's like, hold on, my turn.
Man.
All right, dude. So, are you a football fan at all?
I am a Cowboys fan. Live or die.
Shout out to you, yes, sir.
Yeah, I'd like
Get
the
the
Cowboys
fuck
too.
out of here with your bitch ass Chargers, fucking
You know,
Misa.
Hey, what do you have to talk
I
shit?
respect-
When do I
I
ever
respect
talk shit about the
Misa.
Cowboys?
I gotta respect Misa because he's behind a team
That's
been
terrible.
struggling.
Dude, it's
But he's still there. So
Well,
you gotta give him his props. He's not one of those to jump, you know?
All right, so,
I have this feeling that these guys are gonna go like 3 in a
I
row.
got a feeling.
no,
Nope.
it's not gonna happen. Okay, so Misa,
Before I die, so it could be like
no,
50 years from now.
nope, not gonna
It's
happen.
gonna happen.
As long as the NFL is around, you guys are never gonna win another
Bro,
Super
okay,
Bowl.
the Cubs, right? How long did it go? without-
111 years.
Exactly,
Or some shit.
but then eventually it happened, right?
Yeah, but
So
that's
then
still
there
not
you
gonna
go.
happen to you guys.
Whatever.
All right. Anyway,
Blue trash.
so since you like football, dude, what would you say is like the best food to eat while watching a sporting event? Like either, and it could be like if it's something like that you get at the stadium, or it could be something that you order like to bring home for
Oh, cook.
everybody to eat, or something
I
you
think
cook.
you gotta eat before you go to the stadium because you're just gonna be drinking.
Dang.
Hey, true.
But
But let's say you're at home. Let's say
yeah,
you're
home just chilling, right?
right.
I would have to probably go for some nachos if
Dude, I was
wasn't
about
able
to
make it all the
say-
time.
Fuck
Nachos?
yes. Like with steak on there, all the like fucking
Chicken,
fully loaded
whatever.
nachos.
I think I'm going with the traditional buffalo wings, dude.
Aye.
Yeah, I can't go. You can't go wrong with wings and football, dude. They go together, you know, like
Ranch-
macaroni
ranch
and
or blue
cheese.
It's
Ranch.
just like that commercial where they fight though. You see
Yeah.
that commercial?
No. We're not. That's not gonna happen. We're just gonna have a bunch of
How do
buffalo
you know?
wings. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's not what's gonna happen. Get a bunch of fucking wings. We'll bathe ourselves in ranch, and we'll watch some fucking football.
Dude,
Have you ever had jalapeno ranch?
No, but I would be down to
Jalapeno
try
ranch?
it. Where'd you try that at?
yeah, that
Whataburger?
sounds delicious.
Where did I try that?
I feel like that's something Whataburger would have. Jalapeno
That's
ranch.
something that Alamo has.
Alamo Draft House.
They give it with a buffalo cauliflower. No, it's vegan ranch. Apologize.
Okay, that shit does sound good.
I don't know. There's jalapeno ranch, guys. I know there is.
Yeah, there is. I've heard
I
of
don't
it.
remember.
First time I heard about it.
What would be your like number one condiment for food? Like if you can only use one condiment the rest of your life. Like the other day we asked this to Rico and he said ranch, but what would yours be?
Mine would have to be Valentina.
Some hot sauce, Mexican hot sauce.
Dude, we have this like 2-gallon thing at work that somebody bought, and then we just fill it up, and we've had like 3 different bosses, and they're all white dudes. So every time they come, they're like, "What the hell is that?" And it's like, "Dude, that's hot sauce." It's like, "What?"
Wow.
Like, and we fill it up at least like once every other month.
Dude, imagine like a hot sauce water fountain.
Hey,
Down.
Like you just go up to it, press the fucking button, just a spill, just fucking.
you just put your plate right under it.
Dude, that would be man.
Genius.
I
If they
love
can
hot
do
sauce.
that with nacho cheese, I'm sure they can.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
right? Come on. My favorite hot
They do
sauce
it with
is
chili, dude. I get confused sometimes how this like all this chili comes out of that little hole.
that little hole.
There at the
Yeah,
gas station,
you're
it's like,
like,
dude,
uh-oh, that's not good. That
But
means
then like
it's-
it comes out like full, like you see a full bean right there. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's because once the bean hits your nachos, it forms. You know, like once the air hits it,
yeah,
it's
dude,
like,
technology nowadays.
oh,
dude.
that's
I was
disgusting.
Like, yo, weird.
My favorite hot sauce is Louisiana hot sauce. I think that one's
Yeah, that's my grandparents.
Yeah.
Hot sauce.
Louisiana hot sauce.
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
That's how they
Hey,
would
that's
say
awesome. That's
it. Hey, that shit's
Dude,
fire.
I saw this picture of like somebody somewhere in Sam's. I think they were in Sam's or something, and they took a picture of this old man, and he had a little holster with like a fucking little hot sauce just waiting.
Pull it out and just
Open, dude. Yeah,
back
he
in.
probably like flips it, like bam,
Yeah.
opens it, like
Fuck yeah.
flips it, closes it, flips it back, and
Like he's surgical with it.
yeah, dude,
You know what I
that
mean?
shit's intense.
All right, dude. So since you're El Paso born and raised, we decided this would be a good question to ask you, food wise. If one of these establishments had to go forever, would it be Chico's Tacos or would it be Whataburger?
Hey.
Oh. Did you see his face right there?
Yeah, dude.
Like
he's
the look in his eyes,
like-
he's like, "Fuck, man, you're gonna make me choose."
he's regretting having to be on this podcast.
And the only thing is that I probably would choose
Whataburger.
something
Chico's.
100%.
Whataburger.
Whataburger 100%. There are more than just one sandwich that I like from there.
Okay, so you're saying Chico's has to go then, right?
Yeah, man, I don't like the end result sometimes on Chico's. You know what I mean?
I guess so.
He's like, it tastes good, man, but you know,
It's
when you get
delicious.
home and you face that bathroom at the end of the night, boy.
You got to pound the back.
Yeah.
Alright.
You gotta do it on your day off.
Okay, so pretend that I'm your order taker at a Whataburger drive-thru, right? And I'll play the part and everything. Can you just give us your Whataburger order? So, you pull up to the drive-thru and it goes something like this: "Hi, would you like to try our bacon ranch chicken sandwich today?"
Oh, thank you.
Yes. What?
That's how I am, dude.
Yeah.
It's like-
right away.
dude,
No.
It's like halfway.
I'm just
Like,
kidding.
oh,
I'm
damn.
not like that. I
Okay.
respect where I'm just.
Okay. What can we get started for you today?
It's interesting you ask. I want.
How did you know I was hungry?
I like the bacon avocado burger.
Hey.
Okay. Bacon avocado burger. Anything like no onions or whatever? Any special?
Everything
Okay. Would you like some ketchup? Spicy, regular?
spicy, and you better put 6 of those in there. 'cause
Okay.
I'm
What would you
very
like?
big one of
What would
those.
you like to drink, sir?
Powerade, no ice.
Powerade, no ice. Okay. Go ahead and pull up to lane B. We'll have that right out for you, sir.
Thank you. Did you need me to pay first?
We'll charge you later. We'll figure it out.
We'll put it on your tab.
I didn't even think about that. I didn't put a total or
Just giving
nothing.
out.
You're fired.
It's my first.
It's my first day. I literally started this shit 2 seconds ago.
There wasn't someone shadowing me. I got
Hey,
it.
but you heard how I offered that promo at the beginning, right? That means something.
Water size?
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
Do you want a water? Yeah.
Too late. I don't want
So what would be your answer? Are you getting rid of Whataburger or Chico's? I'm getting rid
You know
of
what,
Chico's.
dude?
Fuck Chico's.
Yeah.
Yeah. okay, like
I feel
at
like
this moment,
he wanted to ask this question because he wants to say Chico's.
No, well, yes, but it's different because like if it was like 10 years ago Chico's, then probably
We'll say
because
Chico's in its prime.
like yeah, Chico's in its prime because
Still doesn't make a difference. To me.
even though like a lot of like Chico's is known for their flautas or their tacos or real tacos or whatever, like their burgers are fucking delicious as well. You know,
hot dog.
the hot dog burger is also fucking good. Even their little grilled cheese sandwiches for kids are fucking good, dude. Like there's and it's like if you give me a choice like right now and it's like, hey, do you want to go to Chico's? Like good ass Chico's or like Whataburger, and it's like, dude, Chico's right now, Chico's.
Okay.
You know?
Do they have spicy ketchup there?
No, but they
Can you pay with card?
They have those green sauces.
Yeah.
They have the green salsa, I guess. Their fries are trash. Whataburger's fries are better. You have to
but they don't put cheese on fucking Whataburger's fries, do they?
That's true.
Yeah, so.
You know what I did? I would use those fries and I would put them into my tomato sauce leftover.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would ask for the cheese on the side as well. And then
that way,
once I was done with my rolled tacos, I'd put in all my fries and add the cheese to that.
Yep. We engineered like everybody used to do that at Chico's Tacos. You engineer your own style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I like, dude. I mean, Whataburger's good. I like Whataburger because the breakfast is good too, man. You know, those taquitos and shit like that, that's fucking delicious. You know?
I'm still going Whataburger every day, bro. For sure. So, I'm sorry. Hey, what do you feel about steak pitos?
Dude, shut the all right. Stop. Look, okay, your ass gets mad when I start talking shit about steak pitos.
Dude, okay, look, a little background. The only reason I'm bringing this up.
You're instigating this shit, Chris.
The only reason I'm doing that. Yes, but there's a reason I'm doing that. Okay, look, Danny, the only reason I'm doing that, right? We had a podcast a while back with our boy Nick, and we established that steak pitos is fire. Church,
trash.
Misa rebutted it. We almost kicked him off the podcast. It almost ended there, right? Yesterday, we interviewed guys from fucking New York and New Jersey who don't know shit about El Paso, and one of them knew that steak pitos was good.
No, he only heard that steak pitos was good.
Well, that's
and
what
Whataburger, but it's just like by ear. Now, I got a question to ask you, Chris, and I hadn't asked you this just to end this whole fucking deal. All right, if steak pitos is so fucking good, why the fuck did they close?
Maybe they're fucking
shut up. They're done because they're fucking trash. That's why.
Maybe they have a business
closed?
that. Well,
you see Chico's closed?
Look,
no,
I know, but look. They are not on the same franchise level. So if they have a bad business
that doesn't
owner,
matter. If
it's going to affect them.
It's going to last.
No. Why does everyone like it?
There forever, you know, like you got all this shit.
I'm telling
you know, but
who runs the shop means a lot, Misa. You got to think about that. Danny, steak pitos, yes or no?
Can you repeat that? Just because I think
steak pitos. Steak pitos, yes or no?
I'm gonna say yes because when I was in middle school, it was across the street from where I was.
See, that's the only reason.
They gotta eat what's served, you know.
But do you feel like it's like a place where they should still be open because they're not?
I mean, that's where Subway comes in, you know, like
see that, Chris? It's trash. In other words, the only reason why Danny went to that place is because it's across the street. If it was a fucking McDonald's, Danny would be going to that fucking
Misa,
McDonald's.
break down the screen and drive your ass home because you're off the podcast. Me and Danny will handle the rest.
You're trash.
Anyways,
it's just Chris is just mad that he likes something that's fucking trash,
and everybody else likes it, but you
think nobody else likes it, dude.
Daddy likes it,
but Danny's not the type of guy that's gonna be like, "Yo, it's the shit."
And Nick likes it, and then the guys from New York like it.
They don't like it and think it's good because they've never even tried it, dude. Chris,
okay,
I could tell you guys that anything that you give me that I have to eat, all I need is some Valentina, and I'll eat.
Hey, and then that makes it too. Okay.
All right,
so what about now, Valentina? See, that's a different story, right? You take
there
that.
Wasn't Valentina and
just adding another ingredient. You're adding another ingredient that restaurant itself is not doesn't have it.
Hey guys, we have breaking news on the podcast.
Oh.
This will be Misa's last episode with this guy, so thank you. Give him a farewell, everyone. Thank you, Misa.
Yeah.
We wish you the best.
I'm gonna start my own, guys. It's gonna be called Conversing with Misa and Steak Pito Sucks Ass.
Okay. Go make that podcast. I'll be sure to follow and share. Okay, so let's get ready to end this podcast, guys. Let's do the funniest scene from the internet today. Who wants to go first? Misa, you want to go first? You want me to go first? Danny, you want to go first? How do we want to handle this? All right, so how about Misa? You started off.
Yeah. Anyways, this is just like somebody just posted this, and I felt like it's something I would do like 100%. And it says, if I ever get murdered, just know I talked shit until the bitter end.
I feel like that's something you would do.
Yeah.
For real.
Like, fuck you and your mom.
But what if you get shot in the head? Like, you don't really have anything to fight for because you just get black.
Yeah, well, before it's like, fuck your mom in the back.
Okay.
And then that guy would probably be fucking pissed at the fact that he couldn't say anything else. Like,
he's like, I'm glad I fucking killed that fucker.
No, not even like, but he said, fuck my mom. I couldn't tell him, like, fuck you or anything. You know?
I should bring him back to life. Just take him to the hospital. All right, Daddy, do you have yours ready?
Yeah, actually, mine was. I'm a big fan of Marvel. You see back here?
Yeah.
See the hat? I'm a big fan of Marvel. You guys saw that movie Endgame, right? Where Tony Stark is doing the little finger thing, like I am Tony Stark.
Oh yeah.
Remember that part?
Like at the end when he's putting on the
glove.
The glove.
Well, I saw one today where Deadpool like knocks Tony Stark out of the way and then he hits the glove, and he's all like, "And I am Batman."
That's something Deadpool would probably do. That's hilarious. They should totally do like a whole cross movie with DC and Marvel, dude. I think that'd be dope.
They probably will eventually.
But
they're smart about it.
The same actors, dude.
If they're smart about it and they want to make a fuckload of money, which everybody does want, like, that's what they're going to do. So mine is a tweet, right? And the tweet said, it's from a girl and it says her, what drives a man to cheat? And then somebody replies, your car while you're at work.
That's so savage.
Bro, that's so savage shit, bro. That's why girls think all of us are assholes. And I like, they do have a point in the way. But like, what, just to be able to come up with that, like, bro, like, give that guy a reward for that.
Dude, that reminds me of that one a few episodes ago that I said, and it was something like a girl asked, like, do guys open doors anymore?
Yeah.
And then somebody's like, how the fuck do you think we get in? You know, like,
straight savagery, bro, for real. All right, guys, so that was our funniest scene from the internet today. Like we like to do with all of our guests here on the Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast, we like to ask them 5 random questions. We like to take a deep delve into the soul, into the consciousness of our guests. So, Danny, are you ready for 5 random questions?
Hey, we gotta add that random question, that extra question at the end that we did this past.
The grandma one?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do the grandma one at the very end. So there's going to be 5 random questions plus a bonus one at the very end. So I'm ready for this. Everybody's ready. Question number 1. If you had to choose one animal to help you win a fight, which animal would it be and why?
Hey. Yeah, dude.
Does a dragon count?
No, because there's dragons don't count.
Yeah,
they're not
dragons
real.
are real.
Right.
Well, not in our lifetime.
Well, are they real? I don't know. Dragonfly.
Oh,
so the dragon. Okay, so you want that? Is that the dragon that you're choosing?
Nah.
Okay.
I want the flamethrowing.
Okay, the Shrek dragon.
But I would say
Lord of the Rings.
Disney, right?
Dude, the Lord of the Rings dragon was real, bro.
Smog.
Dude, you did not want to fuck with that
You
dragon.
could talk.
Oh, okay. Anyway.
But I guess I would choose a gorilla.
Hey,
Oh
see,
shit!
dude? I think you should just go with the ape, like at all times.
At all times, right? They're the most like human, so it's like having a second human that
Or
will
like
help
a
you
brown
out.
bear, black
Or
bear.
a velociraptor, you know, like but can't get one of those.
Yeah, but he might want to fuck you up too.
No, haven't you seen the new movie? It's my boy Blue.
Hey, that's
My
what
friend.
Oh shit!
Shout out Blue.
Shout out Blue, and also shout out Mrs. Uncle. All right, so question number 2. Thank you, Uncle. Go to bed. I'll see you later.
For real, dude.
Make sure to throw your trash out, you asshole. Okay.
You guys are too loud.
Mow the lawn too while you're at it.
Ah, you motherfucker. All right, question number 2. What is something that everyone looks stupid doing?
Mask on.
Looking up at the waiter, trying to figure out what they want to order.
When they're like,
They're like, what's good?
can you recommend something, please? I've never been here before. I don't know what I like.
Read.
I recommend you read that fucking menu right there.
I think
But
another thing that people look stupid doing is like what Misa said, when they try to put their mask on and shit, or they look stupid driving with their mask on.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You know what I mean?
But at the same time, I've caught myself like that too, because like I get out of work and I'm wearing my mask,
You're
and
like,
I get in the
"Fuck it."
car and I forget, and I'm driving, and then
Okay.
I'm at a stop sign and I go to like scratch my nose, and I was like, oh shit.
But if I see you all the way by that time, like on Sunland Park, then I'm like, dude, come on. You've been driving for like 10 minutes.
well, I mean, let's
You're fine.
say I'm infected with COVID-19. I don't want to like reinfect myself
You don't want to reinfect your car or infect your car?
or myself,
It's
dude.
stronger,
because
bro.
Let's say that's like my
Okay.
last day. Let's say it's like my last day of being sick. It's like COVID is like, yeah, I'm done. You know, but the car, like I've been in there.
Drop it on the
Yeah.
car.
And
Okay.
then I come in the next morning, and then bam, I'm sick again.
That's
Yeah, dude.
possible. Okay, so question number 3. If you could only eat 3 types of food for the rest of your life, what would those foods be?
Are we talking about a meal or just
Yeah, let's go with 3 meals. We'll do
3
that.
meals? I would have to choose some chicken enchiladas.
Oh, green or red?
Both mixed.
Oh, God bless you.
damn.
God.
With an Orizi egg on top.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
There you go.
dude, yeah, it's over medium.
I could
Okay,
probably do
so-
without the egg, but
It's
the
the
enchiladas
best,
alone.
bro.
Okay.
It's the best.
Number 1, enchiladas.
Number 2 would be tacos.
Some just
Out of tacos.
ground beef tacos, chicken tacos.
Go steak, man.
Steak.
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay.
Some good
Steak,
steak
gotta have
tacos,
it.
carne asadas.
Okay. Number 2.
And
Carne asada taco.
3, potpourri. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no. My God.
Nah, I'd probably have to go with like a good ribeye steak. I can't. With the loaded mashed potatoes.
You're a
burgers.
protein guy, man.
He's a
You're a
protein
meat
guy.
dude.
Yeah, too, man.
Fuck yeah, me too, man.
He wants all the meats.
Yeah, dude. All
Yes,
of them.
sir. Okay, how's that ribeye getting cooked?
Medium rare in my
Hell yes.
Okay, there you go.
What about the sides next to your ribeye?
Mashed potatoes, dude.
No, loaded baked potato.
Ah, there you go.
Very good.
Potato.
And asparagus. Hell yes.
Nice, nice.
Hell yes. I'm
Sounds
hungry,
like, dude,
I'm fucking
sounds like
hungry.
you're like those 3 meals. If you had to have them every day for your life, you'd be set.
Dude, yeah, and you'd be fucking like ripped. too.
And you'd probably have muscles the size
You'd
of the
probably
Hulk.
look like the fucking gorilla that's next to you.
Yeah,
fighting.
exactly.
All right, question number 4. What's
We
your
worked out together.
you spar with them and shit? What the fuck you
He was
do?
all like, "You're a little bitch. Come on,
Yeah.
come on."
Yeah, he would be outworking you for
Probably,
sure. Dude, a
yeah.
gorilla.
Every pound is just our time.
All right, dude. Question number 4. What's your favorite time of day?
My favorite time of day.
You a morning person, late night guy?
Oh, okay. I was gonna say as soon as I walk into the door from work and I just hear my daughter just be like, "Daddy."
Hey, that's the
there you
best time
go.
of the
Okay,
day.
that's a good time
Hey,
of the
I love
day.
that shit, dude.
So I guess late afternoon.
So late afternoon.
Late afternoon. For me, it's like mornings, dude. Like I wake up at the latest 2:00 in the morning to go to work, clock in at 3. So on my days off, dude, I wake up like 5:00 in the morning, you know, and I love it. It's just like peaceful,
Good, bro.
you know. Like I'll go outside in my patio or something, and you could barely see the sunlight coming out, and it's just quiet. It's nice.
I'm a night person naturally.
Night owl.
With work, it doesn't allow me to live my life. So
Oh, well.
kind of sucks.
I've lived on both sides. I used to work at the hotel and I'd have to be up at 4:30 in the morning to be there at 5:30. And then now I'm like at a 8 to 5, so I wake up at 6. But I know the whole morning stuff, man.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
You're ahead of the game right there, bro.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I mean, like 10:00 comes and it's like, dude, I've already been awake for 6 hours. You get so much shit done, and then like you see people
You can play like 3 hours of video games.
Dude, that's exactly what I do, bro. That's my war zone time right there.
Exactly.
All right,
You
so-
clock out, clock in.
Yeah, dude.
Question number 5. What crazy name would you give your child if you were a celebrity?
Can you repeat that? What crazy name? What?
Would you give your child if you were a celebrity?
Celebrity?
Like, you know how like Beyonce has like a kid named Apple or some shit? Like,
and then Kanye West has a kid named
like West?
West.
I guess maybe a phoenix.
Hey, you know,
Phoenix.
that's sick. I was thinking something like Superman, like a superhero name or some shit. You know, something like that.
Just name him like Taco or some shit. Like
Barbacoa.
enchilada.
or like chile, cebolla, tomate.
Just for the fuck of it. Okay. So last question, dude. This is a bonus question. And this one's really going to test your character. So are you ready for this one?
All right, ready.
Do you slap my Mexican grandma in the face for $1 million?
Okay, so you say my grandma?
No, my grandma.
$1 million.
$1 million. You got to slap her in the face hard as fuck.
For $1 million. And she's in a wheelchair and she's blind from the left eye.
So I guess I gotta cut it in half, but I'm gonna probably say yes.
Hey, dude, $1 million would, make people do some crazy shit.
That's hilarious. All right, so
can I use a glove?
You can do whatever you want, dude.
As long as you slap her.
As long as you slap her. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and
he's trying to be nice about it.
No, just whatever works. So let's go ahead and start wrapping up this podcast here. We're going to go around and give our final thoughts. Danny, do you want to give your final thoughts on the podcast today?
I had a wonderful time. Obviously, getting in touch, talking to Misa all over again, getting to meet someone new, Obviously, your basketball stuff. And I mean, I've always been rooting for this guy to make it. He's made it. So, I don't know, man. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, brother. Misa, final thoughts today?
Yeah, dude. Like Danny said, man, it's been a while, bro. I was telling Chris how for a good minute we were every day hanging out and shit. You helped me get a job. You helped me out a lot, dude. So I appreciate you a lot, man. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for giving us your time, dude. Everybody listening, thanks again. Thank you, everybody. Make sure y'all stay safe and stay fresh.
All right, guys. Final thoughts on today's episode number 41, Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. Danny, just one last time, we want to thank you for coming on and spending some time with us. So shout out to you. But yeah, guys, this was another great episode. Make sure to check us out, YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, Instagram. You already know where to find us. Make sure to show your friends as well. And that's going to do it for this one, guys. Episode 41, guys, Conversing with Chris and Misa, the podcast. Check us out, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Make sure you subscribe, leave a rating and a review. We are out.